Daily Broadside, day 571. I think I've decided what I would pay the most to watch on pay-per-view. And that's the proposed, of course, it's never going to happen, I'm sure, but the proposed bout between the WNBA champion Acers, I think it is, and a select champion high school boys team. I think that would be the funniest thing to. I think my price would be $425. I think I'd be willing to spend $425 for pay-per-view basketball game of that ilk, and I think it would be hilarious because just like Serena found out when she played a male tennis player, and the guy that dresses like a girl, that swims, that destroys everybody. Men and women are just different. I mean, it can't be stressed enough. Bigger, stronger, faster, jump higher, just everything. There's a reason that there are female leagues and male leagues. It's just how it is. And I think it would be great. And I think it's even funnier that no one from the WNBA has said anything or responded to that guy. I can't remember his name, the sports guy. He's put up $1 million that, hey, if y'all beat the boys team, you get $1 million. You want more pay? There's a good way to do it right there. $1 million for one game. That's the most you're ever going to see as a female basketball player. But and not to piss on female basketball. It's just there's just not a fan base for that. Nobody really wants to see it, as evidenced by the fact that the NBA subsidizes every bit of the WNBA for the last 25 years or however long it's been in existence, and they can't sell out anything. I don't think it's fair for a WNBA team, for example, to play. I guess they play at the Staples Center like the Clippers and the Lakers. They can't come close to that. I mean, they're just losing money and just bleeding it. I mean, just to cut the lights on in that place, you got to have parking and security and people that sell hot dogs and people that take tickets and just all the infrastructure that goes along with that. Not only to mention like the electricity bill that must come on in a 3-hour game or however long they stay open. They don't sell enough tickets for that, and then they want the same money that the guys make. It just doesn't work that way. And there's so many people that have jumped straight to the NBA at this point. All the way back to like the late 70s, early 80s when it first started, and in the KG Kobe era when it really started to take hold. But those dudes they're 18 when they go in the league. 18 pushing 19. They're already 6'8", 260. They're men, right? And there's just not going to be much of a conversation left when those two things play. Of course, it'll probably never happen. I don't know if you've ever seen the video of Maya Angelou talking to someone who asked her a question. She says, "Maya, I have a question." Blah, 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 blah. And she asks the question. And then she's like, "Young lady, I am not Maya. I am Mrs. Angelou. I am your auntie. I am your grandma. I'm your teacher. I'm your professor. I'm your mother." No, you're not. You're none of those things. She's asking you a question, right? How, she's like, at the time she was 62. I think she lived to be like 80 something, right? She's like, "I'm a 62-year-old woman. I am Mrs. Angelou." I'd be like, "Listen, Maya, do you want to answer the question or not?" I mean, you think about, like, I get the whole respect thing and respect your elders and all that stuff, but if we can't call our elders by their first name, well, what kind of society are we really running? You see the videos where people go around and they call their high school teachers by their first name. "Hey, Stan. Hey, Dolores. Hey, whatever." And the teachers are like taken aback. Now, it's probably fake, or staged or whatever. But still, like, I mean, it comes a time when I'm an adult, you're an adult. Just because you're 30, 40 years ahead of me doesn't mean I have to call you Miss, whatever you are. But I just think that was quite pretentious the way she did that. Not a fan. I am coming up on 50 years old in a few years, and I have yet to have a surprise party. I don't think I'll ever have a surprise party. But I started thinking the other day, and I decided that, well, I didn't decide. I was trying to decide if that bothers me, if I can get out of this life without having a surprise party. And I wonder what percentage of people have surprise parties. I'd say it's probably pretty low. I mean, I've only been to a few in my life, and I know a lot of people. So maybe it's not that big a deal. Maybe like 10%, 8% of people have surprise parties at one point in their life, and then the rest of us just are never surprised. We just know. Of course, I haven't celebrated a birthday since 2003, but if I did, I mean, it wouldn't have to be a birthday party. Just have a surprise party for something, big milestone in your life. It doesn't have to be a year date that you finally made it to. I don't get that, but if you've ever heard this watermelon moonshine, I think it is, this new song by what's the girl name? Laney Wilson, right? The girl with the stretchy pants that everybody knows about on the talk, right? I can't get out of my head that Rod Stewart, some guys have all the luck, because as soon as she says the watermelon moonshine, and then I hear doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. I just hear that. I think that she's ripped off the chord progression from a Rod Stewart song from the '80s, and I can't unhear it now. Once I hear that song, it really means nothing to anybody, but whatever. And I gotta tell you, man, I think one of the biggest regrets you could probably have in your life is ruining your teeth, and getting to the point where they're so rotten that you got to have them all pulled and pull denture duty in your life. Because I was watching a guy eat a chicken sandwich yesterday, or maybe this morning, I can't remember, because daylight savings time took me by surprise when I woke up at 4:45 and I couldn't figure out why my phone was different than my clock projects the time on the ceiling. So I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at my ceiling, and I'm like, why are these not jiving? And I was like, well, it must be daylight savings. So I've been up since like 4 something, right? And I was watching a guy eat a chicken sandwich, and he's doing it like off camera because he's just having to like rip it. And then just people that eat with no teeth, they should wear masks. It's very unsettling. It's not a good look at all. And I got to figure that that's like one of the most regretful things that you could possibly do to your body. People could smoke for 70 years and then get to be 84 and have lung cancer and be like, well, I kind of expected that, but they wouldn't, you don't get to see your lungs, right, from your vantage point. But not having teeth, and apparently how uncomfortable dentures are, albeit painful maybe, that's got to be just a nasty thing to have to deal with, not to mention the rest of us that have to watch you eat in public. So cease and desist, okay? Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, take care of your teeth. One set. That's all you get. One set.